Solve the World, Episode 10, Illusion. Alright, let's start over. And with that, the blood-sucking lawyer stood up, rebuttoned his suit jacket, and briskly walked out the door, slamming it behind him. Jenn hung her head, exhaling with relief. She had no idea who this man was, or who he really represented, but he wanted something. He wanted something badly. No pause. Mark Janner carried himself back into Jenn's hotel room with poise. Jenn's stomach churned. Here's what's happening, Janner stated whilst he unbuttoned his suit jacket and took a seat. You're a nobody right now. If you were to become a somebody, suddenly, then things won't go too well for you. Magical Kingdom will start to ask what sort of Cleopatra it put its trust in. They'll begin to ask questions. People that you thought were your friends will spy on you. They'll tell your secrets to men you've never met and never will. At best, you'll walk away fired. But then again, who knows what they'll find once they really get down and pry under your rock. Maybe, when they see all the fire ants mulling around in your past, they'll have reason to prosecute. They might even send you to prison. They do, mind you, have to make sure the park is safe. And then again, maybe prosecuting you would be too costly. Maybe Magical Kingdom will never take the risk of having some skank girl make them look bad in the public's eye. You're not worth that type of effort. So maybe you just disappear. And you don't think giant organizations like Magical Kingdom, backed by Babbits and Diaconias, couldn't and wouldn't snuff you out like Sunday evening's paper? Wow, well, that's nice. I see you've just gone right on past vague threats and landed on calling me names. Yes, I'll call you names, Jennifer. Calling. Janner's stress on Jenn's fake last name belied the point that he knew it was a crock. What do you want, kind sir? Jennifer smiled at the ghastly man, attempting to heap ashes on his indecent head. When Muhammad Najjar hit your giraffe, do you believe that he did so as a terrorist plot? Jenn didn't see the harm in answering honestly if it got rid of the swarmy douchebag. No, of course not. Will you testify to that in court? Sure. Now, was that so hard? Guess what, dirtwad? I taped this whole encounter. I'll take your badgering of a witness to a judge. Jenn was starting to like the empowering feeling lying through her teeth gave her. Miss Calling, I work for many powerful people. Many painfully strong people. Do you understand? I've had to do many things that some would call unsavory. You know why I do it? Because I like the dance of it all. I feed off the thrill. Yes, I'm a cliché-ridden, blood-sucking lawyer, and you have no concept of what that actually entails, Miss Calling. So I warn you, and I advise you, if you're going to stick your neck out, priming your cute little head for the guillotine, then understand that A, I can smell lies, and B, it will never be worth it. You'll lose, and the powerful that you're protecting will watch you silently as you bleed out. Huck, a 20-year-old short-eared elephant, greeted Jenn as she came into work the next morning. Cleopatra had apparently moved on from giraffes to the mechanical variety and now found real, Asian elephants more pleasing to her tastes. As it turned out, Huck and Jenn got along splendidly. Jenn couldn't help but loving the gentle, hulking giant. Elephants are always smiling. After a day's worth riding the largest land-based mammal on Earth, Jenn returned to her motel room, eager to assault her roommate with a battery of questions. Tiff, can we talk? Are you asking the question I think you're asking? Tiff replied. What are we really here for, Tiff? Yep, that's the ticket. Are you ready for the answer? I better be after yesterday. You know what happened to me, right? You stayed home all day. Yeah, and I was practically assaulted by 2 lawyers. Well, actually the second one was nice and boring. But that first guy was a real doozy. You know, he threatened me. What did he say? I think he knows I'm a fake. He implied that I could be uncovered and that things wouldn't go well for me if I didn't do what he wanted me to do. Tiff went rigid. What did he want? Just to appear in court and say that the guy who attacked me isn't a terrorist. And what did you say? I said what he wanted me to say. I don't think the guy was attacking me. He never even looked at me. I saw that look in his eyes. He was intent on the giraffe, not me. I don't know, maybe he's a giraffe terrorist. Do those exist? Jenn said, only half joking. So, anyway, he came in here all angry and threatening like, so I figure I better hear what Patriot wants us to do. If he wanted me to tell people that guy is a terrorist, then I think we're in trouble. No, it's nothing like that. Walking over to her bedside table, Tiff grabs a folded-up map of Magical Kingdom. She unfolds it on the kitchen table for Jenn to overview, and points. You work here, at the 6th peak, St. Denis. I work over in St. Anthony's. At the center of the park is Saints Row, where they're building the newest attraction, the one they'll reveal on Veneration Celebration. Jenn must have looked lost, because Tiff annoyingly continued. You know, the whole point of the park hiring all the extra workers? I know, Tiff. I was just thinking. Well, on November 1st they'll reveal the ride, and then navigate the ride over to its home turf. Its peak destination. Our job is to find out where the new ride goes before Veneration Celebration, and to find out what it is. That gives us 3 weeks. That's it? Why didn't Patriot tell me this from the start? We wanted you just to enjoy the job and make real friends first. We thought if you knew right away, you might act weird and ask too many questions of your fellow employees. Patriot says this is one of the biggest secrets in the world. Everyone wants to know the answer. He says that if we succeed this year, he can use the knowledge to break the parrots once and for all. The glee with which Tiff spoke of the destruction of the parrots, Jenn neither understood nor found appealing, so she grimaced. Tiff caught Jen's look. Smack! Tiff swiped Jen's face with all her might. Stunned, Jenn stood still like a deer awaiting certain terrifying death. If you knew what the parrots did, if you knew how grotesque they were, then you'd never dare to look at me that way. I'm fighting the bad guys, Jenn. The parrots are bad. Tiff, fuming, seized Jenn by the teeks with both cold steel hands. Say it. Say it. The parrots are bad. The parrots are bad, Jenn said. Tiff relented and let go. Jenn sprinted to the bathroom, locking the door behind her. She wasn't about to let Tiff hit her again. Okay, think, old girl, think, Jenn thought. What's going on? Tiff's crazy. There's no way I can find out the park's secret. I don't have any secret clearance or anything. Do they expect me to sneak in somehow? Do they expect me to hurt someone? I'm not gonna hurt anyone. Tiff's mad. I didn't even say anything. She just went off. I just want to ride, hug, and smile at the people. A vicious pounding on the door shattered Jen's thought stream. Oh God in heaven. She's gonna break down the door. Open the door, Jenn! You can't run away from me! I'll tell Patriot! He'll kill you, Jennifer! He'll tear your tongue out and feed it to the rest of us! Hyperventilating. Breathe. Slow down. Oh God, slow down. Shooting pain. Like thunder bolting through her chest. Oh God, she's coming in. I can't stop her now. Jenn fainted. And I sent Itamar Levi to her dreams. Hello, Jennifer Dash, he says. My name is Itamar Levi. Huh? I know you, Jennifer says, dumbfounded. I'm just a witness and a messenger. I don't understand. How did you get here? How do you know me? Why are you in my bathroom? How do you know my name, Itamar? I've been hearing about you. Hearing about your story. My story? No. That's not right. It's your story I'm following. It's your Leviathan. It's a very good story, isn't it? Itamar smiles reassuringly to persuade Jenn. Her fugue state remains a cloudy mess. It's a visual puzzle, but there's too many pieces missing. Nothing makes sense. Do you know what's happening to me? You're caught in something of a whirlwind at the moment, yeah. That sounds right to Jenn. Yeah, a whirlwind. I think so. Yeah, you know. I'm in a whirlwind. What are you gonna do next, Jenn? Stay in the bathroom. Wait for Tiff to rip my tongue out. But you're so much stronger than that. You have so much more story to live. Are you my guardian angel? Maybe. I don't know exactly. I always thought guardian angels were supposed to be angels, not people. Not people I eavesdrop at a burger joint. Itamar shrugs the comment off. Jenn, you say you want to solve the world. You do good by setting this goal. I do? Absolutely. I love that about you. Do you know what's gonna happen to me? Well, you asked to have some things fixed. I was sent to you. This is the weirdest dream I've ever had. You'll probably remember it that way, yes, if you remember anything at all. But I have something you have to remember. It's very important, Jenn. Okay, little genie. What do you want me to remember? Itamar blushes. It's a strange thing to meet the person at the center of the world. For Mr. Levi, the blush of being recognized shifts toward a certain personal despair. If Jennifer Dash is the center of the story, the center of the world, then he is not. His self-worth undulates under this existential revelation. He breathes, remembers my directions, and refocuses his efforts to Jenn into the moment. Alright, but understand, I can't tell you too much. If I do, too much might change. If that happens, then who knows what'll change. The adventure's thrilling, Jenn, and worth the wait. I don't want to ruin that by stepping in too far. Oh, okay. So, what is it? What do you want me to remember? I'm gonna say it 3 times because I think your memory at this moment will become quite hazy. I don't want you to just remember my ravishing good looks and masculine voice and forget what I'm actually here for. You are handsome, aren't you? She called me handsome, Itamar thinks. Yippee! Jennifer Dash, when the time comes, scream. At the top of your lungs. Scream, Jenn. Scream. Like right now? As soon as I wake up? You'll know when is when. How? You're just gonna have to trust this beautiful face of mine, okay? I'll scream as soon as I wake up. Someone will save me from Tiff. Yeah. Itamar sighs audibly. Jenn, do you know how much Tiff weighs? Jenn shrugs. 98 pounds. She has no axe, no gun. She's not getting through that door. You're overestimating the danger here. Now, it's time for you to go back. Go solve the world, Jennifer Dash. No way. I don't know how. I haven't gotten anywhere. I'm just lost. Completely lost. I couldn't just leave her there with that question in the air. I can't spoon-feed her reality forever. But if you were me, if you were given the keys like I am, wouldn't you do the same? I have Itamar say to her, Jenn, this whirlwind you're in now, it's just a system. People form systems to guard themselves from the chaos of life. The truth is, everyone is lost. Utterly, horrendously lost. You know the old saying, no one gets out of here alive. Then why am I here? Whatever you do, wherever you go, Jenn Dash, smile. Smile at your adventures. Scratch behind Huck the elephant's ears. Laugh. Be filled with joy. The world is so much. It's incredible. Just be happy to be living. Be happy to be a living, active participant. And with your smiles, your laughter, your joy, and your determined curiosity, you'll slowly be able to pull back the curtain. You'll see with eyes true. Trust me. I know more than you can imagine. Jenn smiles. Thank you for coming, Itamar. She approaches him. He shudders with sheepish apprehension. Jenn kisses his forehead. Thank you for giving me Leviathan, Jenn says. Itamar locks onto her eyes as he slowly evaporates. Remember, scream. Don't forget to scream. With all your lungs, when the time is right. Don't hesitate. Scream. Scream. Jenn, scream. Itamar Levi fades into oblivion, and Jenn opens her eyes to the white bathroom door. Tiff's frantic yells continue to reverberate, and the doorknob shakes with each fist pound. Jenn smiles. She's safe behind this door.
Solve the World is produced by me, Dante Stack. I'd like to thank the many generous artists at freesound.org and freemusicarchive.org, where I found all the music and sound effects for this show. Full attribution for those sound effects and music are located on my website at dantestack.com/solvetheworld under show notes. If you like the show, then please express your support and write a review on iTunes. That's the biggest way anyone can help out the show at this point in the game. Besides that, you can also join our Facebook group at facebook.com/solvetheworldpodcast. Also, if you're interested, check out my other podcast, 365 Honest Questions, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, or at my website, dantestack.com. Thanks! Next time, Jenn smiles at two men. One will wax poetic, while the other leads Jenn behind the curtains of Magical Kingdom, driving her to question deeper how anyone could ever possibly solve the world.